And I don't want this to be taken wrong. It's pretty easy to change strings, and I do own a couple of pocket knives. I would not pull them on to hurt anyone. I don't do stuff like that, but it's a pretty cool knife of mine. What is it? There you go, that says what it is. You know what you can do with these things? I'll show you. One thing you can do is open a package. Jeez, who would have thought? Who would have thought you could open a piece of plastic package without making a mess and being a pain in the butt? Now, what string do I want to put on first? Which one do I want to take off first is the question. I think I'll take the fourth one off first. I don't know, I gotta wait so this is not that anyone doesn't know how to do this, but I don't have my string winder either. My biggest issue is cutting the string to the right length, but this is a really easy thing to do generally, but I say that and then I'll screw it up. I would change one string at a time, then you're not warping the tension too much on the neck at one time. Like I said, cutting the string to the right length is my issue. Try not to scratch stuff. I am kind of a goofus. And technology here. Put the string in the hole. In case anyone doesn't know how to do this. I'm not that great at it. It's not that hard either. I better be careful saying that or I will have issues. Alright, it's down in the hole. When it comes stick, you gotta you're gonna have to push on the pin. This is my issue. How long do I cut this thing? I guess I cut it afterwards would be the best thing to do. Or at least cut it once it's partway wound. I'll say, pull it right there. And which direction am I going? That way. Alright. That'll work. I guess I could just pinch the damn thing. That would help. I don't even have my guitar tool out. Why don't I get it out? A pair of pliers here. Now what am I doing? Just like hold the phone and I don't know. I got this thing too, which I'll use in a minute. I'm not all that great at doing this, but it's not that hard. Like I said, when I say that, I usually get checked for it. I almost dropped my phone. There's only 4 strings to change, and there's the keep an eye on the bridge pin because it's going to want to pull out. This thing's going to want to pop. If I can get it wound tight enough, it won't pop. Keeping an eye on this, and these things like to pull out when you start pulling on the string. As if anyone don't know how to do this, but I'm pretty sure there's plenty of people that don't if they're watching me. This is another interesting thing. I'll try to show you this. Come on, phone. Phones are not interesting. They're a pain in the ass. This thing right here, if you don't have it tension right, this string's just going to pop right back out. That's a pain in the butt. And notice, I'll show you in a minute. Try to show you. I'm turning it. Come on, man. bridge pin. Now it's probably a good time to clip this, but I'm going to scratch it. I'm notorious for scratching it's trying to pop out. I don't have this down to a T, but here, let's clip this off right now. It's not going to go around a million times. I don't even like the sound of that, you know? Don't pop off. This is why I should have cut it first. And why is this thing not cutting? There we go. It's cut now. I got that. Do not pop out. Do not pop out. I don't know the exact right length to cut the string length to, but I know you don't want to cut it too short or you're screwed. Too long and it's just a big nut ball. Kind of like me. Alright, I don't think it's going to pop off. Notice the direction. See how the strings are winding from the inside out. And if your tuner on this side is tuning away to tighten up, it can still pop out. I'm trying not to let it pop out. That's the right direction. If you're tuning the other way to tighten it, you're going backwards. Okay, it's trying to pop out, but I don't want to let it. If I hold it down, it won't. Hold it down from any place you can. That'll keep it locked down on there. Keep it on the bridge pin. And obviously, yeah, it's gonna go okay. I'm not perfect at this. Okay there. Now, if this thing wants to start pulling out as I tighten it, this thing wanted to start sliding out because I was tightening the string. I heard it popping, so I had to go back there and push it back down in. Should start getting better. It's tightening now. And it's still trying to pop out, but once it gets snug enough, it'll stay. It's still sliding out. The excess end that's in there, the ball end, is still being pulled through. I couldn't pull it through with my fingers, but this thing is still trying to pop out. Once it gets tight enough down, it'll lock in place. There, it's trying to pop out still. I barely caught it that time and almost came out. Still trying. Come on, stay down there, you butthead. Okay. I'm just gonna not let that happen. That was not string breaking, that was another excess bit of string pulling through. I bet it starts to stay now. The string looks fatter than the last one, is it? No, or is it? Looks like it is. Is that possible? No, well, maybe. It is, I'm not aware of it. Might be slightly bigger than they admitted, which does not bother me. It's the base side. Alright. I think this thing's secure now. I'm going to keep checking it for a while. My tuner out. Where's my tuner? Alright, this is a problem too. This thing is the first one I bought. It works just fine for bass guitar. I don't leave it on there all the time. My theory, I don't know, if you leave this thing on your bass at all times, turned on and off, it's constantly vibrating and it's going to wear it out. So I turn it, I tune it. I try to get it to where it's not going to wobble around. And I tune it with harmonics, preferably over the actual ringing out string, because there's less vibration to interrupt the other strings and make them ring. But that's just my theory. I don't tune by ear very well, and I don't think it has to be perfect, totally perfect anyways. I fully tune down a full step on all my strings on an acoustic guitar, bass or guitar. Oh wait, I'm tuning by the vibrating string now. Let's try the harmonic. Because if you're making the other strings vibrate at the same time as this one, it's going to interrupt that tuner, because it's going to be feeling a bunch of things vibrating. I think I got it for now, but it's going to relax more. The neck's going to change. Strings are going to stretch. The pin is not pulled out anymore. I'm checking it still. Let me demonstrate here. These things do work. I'm going to hit a harmonic here. Okay, wait a minute. Here, I'll do it this way. Okay, I already wanted to go down. Try one really not strong. I'm using harmonics. Suppose you can't do that with one of these things on a bass. Now here's the string. It might be different. It's holding D. Try the harmonic again. Oh, it's working for both. That supposedly doesn't happen. Enough said. That's all my string changing. I'm going to go to the third and the second and the first. I do them one at a time. And you have to keep readjusting them. Later.